Hey traders, and welcome to the Trading Channel. My name is Steven. I am the founder and head trader at thetradingchannel.net, an educational website that helps traders just like you become consistently profitable. So if you're having trouble with your analysis or staying consistently profitable, then there is a link in the description below this video to thetradingchannel.net, and you can go ahead and click it. It'll open up in a separate window, and after you're done watching this video, you can see what we have to offer at the Trading Channel. If nothing else, you can sign up for the email list to receive some free email alert and also some other free information that we'll be discussing later on in this video. But for today, we're going to talk about how I was able to get involved in two different pound trades in the correct direction just before the crash last week. Now, I took both of these trades completely based on technical analysis, and many people will say that it is luck that I was able to get involved in these trades just before the crash, but what they call luck, I call preparation meeting opportunity. So I'll be sharing with you guys the technical analysis that I used in order to get involved in both of those trades and gain a massive amount of pips from the crash of the pound. And later on in the video, I'm going to be sharing some of my long-term analysis for my long-term investment accounts, and we'll be taking a look at the weekly and daily charts to do that, and I'll be pointing out some trading opportunities that I'm looking at and going through the analysis I did in order to spot those trading opportunities. So if all of that sounds interesting to you, then make sure to sit tight through the intro and disclaimer, and I'll be right back to share some knowledge with you. Alright guys, so here we are on the pound Aussie, and as you can see on the pound Aussie, we are currently up 456 pips on the trade that I'm about to discuss with you. But before we go any further, what I want you to do is, if you are a new viewer, then go ahead and click that subscribe button so that you're alerted every time I come out with more free educational content here on YouTube. And also, really quickly before we get started with today's video, I'm actually running a promotional offer on the EAP, which is a service that I run from thetradingchannel.net, and I'll go over to that equity curve and spreadsheet with you here. As you can see, we started the EAP on July 26th of this year, and currently we are up 31% in the EAP using the analysis that you will learn if you decide to subscribe to the EAP. And we'll go a little further down here, you can take a look at the equity curve. As you can see, that 31% did not come without a few small drawdowns. We had our worst drawdown at a 6% drawdown about 4 weeks ago, and since then we've climbed out of it and managed to hit around a 30% return. So if you have been wanting to get involved in the EAP, then now is the time, because I'm running a promotional deal on the quarterly option. I'll go over with you now to the Trading Channel. Here at the Trading Channel, you can go down and read through a few of these testimonials. These are all members of the EAP that have decided to write testimonials for me, giving a brief description of how their experience in the EAP has been so far. Feel free to read through a few of these before looking at this section describing what the EAP subscription service is. And once you do that, you can click here to go to the PayPal payment page, and you can see right here the quarterly subscription package is at a 30% discount for a very limited time. I'm going to be doing this for the first 50 people that take advantage of this opportunity. So for a limited time, you can get 3 months in the EAP for $80, which is a 30% discount off of the regular monthly price of $40 a month. So if that's something you're interested in, then make sure you head over there and do that. And now we'll head back over to the pound Aussie and talk a little more about the technical analysis I used in order to get involved in these trades. So here we are on the pound Aussie, and what I'm going to do now is show you guys exactly how I look at the market when we're in trend. So while a market is trending, what you'll notice if you look through the charts through historical data is most of the time when a market's in trend, it's going to put in really long moves, followed by small or large periods of consolidation, and then followed by another breakout, another impulse leg down, followed by another small period of consolidation. And this, guys, is the only analysis we had to do in order to get involved in this trade. And again, as I said in the beginning of the video, many people will call this 400 pip. Many people will call this trade that I'm in now that's up over 400 pips luck. But what I call it is preparation meeting opportunity. And the reason I call it that is because the preparation was me testing a plan around the way the market moves, writing rules for that plan, and coming up with a pretty good risk management plan to execute these trades with. And then the only thing left to do is execute the trades. My plan allowed me to execute this trade using only technical analysis right before the market broke to the downside. And of course, we've already taken off our first targets. This is the second part of my position that is now sitting at over 400 pips in profit. And I'll head down to the hourly chart to make this little flag pattern here a little more clear to see. As you can see here, we have our nice impulsive move followed by this period of consolidation on the hourly chart. And this is something we've discussed many times here on this channel. And I actually have a tutorial that shows you how to create a non-subjective strategy based around simple patterns like flags, triangles, and pennants. And I'll put a link to that video in the bottom left-hand side of your screen. So if you're interested in seeing that, then go ahead and click that and it will open up in a new window. But as you can see, we had our move down, followed by this brief period of consolidation on the hourly chart, and then the breakout. And that's what we're waiting on. We're waiting on that breakout to happen. Once that breakout occurs, there's a few different ways you can enter a trade like this. You can enter on the close of the breakout candle, or you can wait for a pullback up into that trend line, or you can wait for a different reason for entry. What I decided to do is wait for a small pullback to see if I could get a little better entry, and I got that on this very next green candle where I went short and put my stops above our previous highs here. Stops were about there. Targets at first were at a 1-to-1 risk reward. And because of the crash of the pound, my first target was not hit at 105 pips. It was actually pushed down to about 200 pips. So the crash gave me an extra 100 pips on this first target. And currently, as I've already stated, we are up around 450 pips on the second part of this position. And I'm not posting this video to brag, guys. I'm posting this video to show you that having a very simple rules-based strategy based around impulse moves followed by consolidation can put you in a very good position to make profit. I'm also trying to teach you guys how to read the market when it's in trend. Now, reading a market in consolidation is a little bit different, but reading a market in trend, 90% of the time, the market is going to be doing exactly what the pound Aussie has done, which is create impulse moves followed by brief periods of consolidation, and then a breakout into another impulse move, followed by a brief retracement or consolidation period, and then another impulse move, until finally we break our previous support levels and go into a brand new trend. And you can look back through the charts and see this happening over and over again. We can see it again right here, impulse move, brief pullback, period of consolidation, and that looks a lot like a flag pattern, and then the breakout of that flag pattern. And then what do we have? Just after the breakout of that flag pattern, we have another impulsive move down. So as I said, guys, you can look at the market and find this all day long. This is how you need to be reading the market when the market is trending. Just these impulsive moves followed by these little periods of consolidation, and you can get involved in these little periods of consolidation in order to capture some really big gains in the market. Now, I was involved in one other pound pair that I told you about earlier in the video. We'll take a look at it before starting our long-term analysis. That other pair was the pound dollar. Here on the pound dollar, you can see a very similar situation, guys. Let's go ahead and look at it again to kind of gain some confidence for you guys. If you look here, we have a impulsive move that breaks our previous support level. Let's zoom the chart in, make this easier to see. So here's our previous support. It got broke by this impulsive move down. Market puts in a period of consolidation right here, and then breaks again. Once it breaks again, what can we start to look for? Any kind of brief period of consolidation. And right here, it would be kind of difficult to draw trend lines, but you can see that this is a brief period of consolidation before the next move down. So we have impulsive move, consolidation. Impulsive move, consolidation. What do you guys think we're looking for next? This impulsive move. And if you drop down a couple of time frames, these little areas right here are going to be your brief periods of consolidation. Another impulsive move. And now we're waiting on some consolidation followed by another impulsive move down. And we actually got involved in this pound dollar trade at this brief period of consolidation right here. So what I'm going to do now is actually show you a clip from the review video that I did earlier in the week for my EAP members, and that clip is explaining the trade here on the pound dollar. So I'll let you guys check that clip out and I'll be right back. Listed at the bottom here, the pound dollar in a breakout condition, bearish. So with that being the case, you guys who have watched the training videos, as I hope all of you have, will know that in the breakout bearish condition, I'm going down to the 1 hour and 4 hour charts to look for flags, pennants, and wedges in order to trade breakouts. Right here, this blue line represents the start of our breakout condition. So after that blue line is closed below, I go down to a 1 hour and a 15-minute chart to try to find reasons for entry and breakout trades. As you can see right here, we had a nice wedge pattern that broke out to the downside, and I did get involved in this trade before the huge drop in the pound, and I ended up realizing about 280 pips profit on this trade. I did have my first target at 33 pips, and then second targets way down here at 280 pips. Alright traders, so that was actually a clip from a review video that I did for my EAP members last night. And remember, if you're interested in getting involved with the EAP, there will be a link in the description below where you can head to thetradingchannel.net and sign up there for that discounted price on the 3-month plan. If you're a new viewer, make sure you hit that subscribe button so that you're alerted anytime I come out with some new free educational content like this. If you enjoyed this video, then make sure to leave me a comment and let me know. Make sure to click that like button. I do respond to every comment I get, so if you have any questions, then drop them in one of the comment boxes down below this video. I know earlier in the video I did say that we were going to be looking at some longer term investment ideas, but this video is at around 12 minutes already, and I've been looking through my analytics here on YouTube, and I've noticed that the average view time for one of my videos is only about 12 minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and end this one here, and instead I will do a separate video on long-term analysis. And if you're interested in getting long-term Forex analysis once a week on the weekly and daily charts, then head over to thetradingchannel.net and sign up for my email list. You will not be spammed at all. I do not sell your email. The only thing I'm going to use your email for is to send you a video once a week of me doing analysis on my long-term investments on the daily and weekly charts, as well as a couple of trade alerts on lower time frames a couple of times a month, and also discounts on the EAP and other educational services that I offer from my website. So if you're interested in that, head over to the website and sign up for the email list. I hope you were able to learn something valuable from this video. I wish you the best of luck in trading the markets this week, and I'll talk to you guys soon.